So good morning and welcome to Pacific Palisades, California, not the Mid-Atlantic where I really am, where we're getting some significant snowfall, but on a day when a lot of you may be putting up tinsel. Instead, what we're going to do here is we're going to roll at least the first part of the final round of the 2018 Tinseltown Open. This is Sunset Canyon Country Club. It is a beautiful day. March 11th is the virtual date that we'll be doing this. The conditions are excellent. So my name is Tenacious Earl here on the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel, and we will be bringing you the action here today. Four-way tie for the lead to start at -14. Greer Copeland III, Duke Vernon, Dave Simanowicz Jr., and Stuart Ash all will be starting the day at the top of the leaderboard. Should be good scoring conditions. Could see some low scores here. We'll have to see how that turns out. But yeah, we're going to get set up here for the broadcast, and so just hang around for a minute and we'll get rolling on the final round of the 2018 Tinseltown Open from Sunset Canyon Country Club in Pacific Palisades, California. All right, so gonna have a little different setup here today. I have created some cards here for the leaders. And I already had a mistake. Give me 1 second as I make a change here. I set this up a little earlier, and I mentioned the tinsel because our family got caught up doing some holiday decorating as well. So right there we go. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 12 golfers within 3 shots of the lead. Copeland, Vernon, Simanowicz, Ash are your leaders. Heath Somers 1 back. Robards, Demelmeyer, Yunli Song, Gil Honorado at -12. And then you got Zephaniah Scott, Franz Hockel, Gil Granberry. They're at 11 under. And we won't be showing much of the other golfers unless we get to the end of the round and we have an emerging contender. But so I said the conditions were great here. So what do I mean by that? Well, that means that your daunting and semi-daunting will both go down a half. So a daunting hole will be semi-daunting, and a semi-daunting hole will be just normal. So that will help take some bogeys off the board at the tougher holes. Also, follow-up putts. So my read of that is that any putt that is taken, so let's say you take a double difficult putt for birdie, you could decide to do that, and so instead of a difficult putt for par, which would be a 1 to 3, you end up with an easy putt for par. So really it gives everybody a chance to kind of go for broke on some of these putts, and should make for some interesting scoring. So I have a comment here. Let me just check it before we get started. Good morning, Mark. So I'm also toying with some other things that I tried for baseball before, and we'll try it here and see how that goes. So what we'll do is we're going to head to the first hole, and you're not going to be able to see the player card. You're going to have to take my word for it to an extent. But I mean, I guess what I could do is I could move. What I should have done maybe is set the cards up a little differently. Actually, this is fine because they're starting with Scott and Granberry. So, I mean, you'll see them right off the bat. I don't know how well you can see their traits here, but if you notice up at the top here, you can see the leaderboard. And so hopefully that will give you an idea what's going on. So, as you can see here, the first, it's a very easy start to the course. Double cordial and friendly, and also direct. So eagle is a possibility here. Some of the, I also forgot to recap the tourney perks and issues as we start. So Franz Hockel, who is right here. Actually, I will, for a moment, just bring this back here. Franz Hockel, he is a gold putter for throughout the round. So instead of semi-gold, he's gold. Also, Dave Simanowicz over here, one of the leaders, is gold for the round. So Stuart Ash, another part of the lead group, he is unable to earn a blue chip at all. So that's because of a caddy issue. So we'll see how that impacts his round. That could be, it may be lessened a bit because of the follow-up putt thing that I was telling you about before. And finally, Duke Vernon, another leader, he will start the round with 2 red chips. So, well, let's go to 1. And Zephaniah Scott will be the first to go. He is at 11 under par, 3 shots back of the lead. And let's see how it works out here for him on this double cordial, friendly, direct par 5. And so it will be, he will have control, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner of the course card here. You will see that only a 5 is control. A 5 on the white die would mean that the course would control the hole. Instead, it will be Scott's control on a 4-4-5. So, is he hot? Well, he's just starting out his round, so he is not hot. So, is he cold? And he's just, again, starting out. So, neither of those. Is he gilded? No, he is not. So, he's going to go to experience, and being an icon, that could work out well for him. On a 4, and I think the even numbers are icon rolls. So, is he an icon? Yes. Tips his cap to the cheering gallery after the third shot rolls near to the pin. Easy putt for a birdie. So potential good start here for him. Easy birdie putt is a 1-4. And so he will roll it out. And he does make it on the 2. So on this par 5, I forgot to write down the pars of the holes, but we will do it here. That is a birdie for Scott. And he will move to 12 under. I think what I will do is take 8 under away for a bit. Move this one down just in case we get a little more. We need a little more room here. I don't know if we will or not. So that'll be Gil Granberry now. If you ever have question where or who has control of or who is being shown on the camera, the green shows it. So the green little cameraman kind of person. So here's Granberry. Okay, so a double cordial hole with a 6 means that it's special golfer control. Where if it were just anything other than double cordial, it would be a way he could take a gimme par that he wouldn't even have to roll. He could just accept the par and he would get a blue chip. In this case, because it's double cordial, he can actually take a birdie. He doesn't get a blue chip out of it, but he does end up in this group at -12. So we got 6 guys at -12 right off the bat. Okay. So let's zoom it back out here for a second. I don't know if you can... actually, one thing I can do while I'm thinking of it here... I have a second guy right here. I can do this. So I can give you kind of a leaderboard shot effectively. All right, so now we'll move to number 2. And that will be Scott. That's going to be a par 4. Sorry, I'm just filling in some par scores for these holes. I forgot to do that. When we take a break here down the road, I will fill in the rest of them before we go back. So Zephaniah Scott will be here. So as you can see, a demanding hole. This is not going to be a semi-daunting hole though, because of the exemplary conditions. It will be a normal hole. So still 5 rolls on the white die will control it. So Scott will tee off. Neither guy has a blue chip at this point. And so it'll be course controlled 13, which is going to be, we look at golf cam course. That's what the black square means. And so I can just put it up here in front of you. This is the chart we look off of, and we use the green die. So the way we do this is we take the ascending order of the black and silver. It might be tough for you to see the silver. That's a 3. And then we use the green to figure out which space on the course card that we use. So as you can see, the 13 is this golf cam course. You see the square right there. And then we go to 4 on a par 4. Is it a cordial hole? No. It's also not a daunting hole. So instead of a clutch putt for par, he has an easy putt for par. And it's his second putt. So in fact, that's going to be, it's a follow-up putt. So I believe that would make that a gimme putt for par. So that's going to mean it's not only the high, it's the 3 6s, and it would be a miss, and so he will make that and stay at -12. Gil Granbury now. And the way that I know that's a second putt to make it a follow-up putt, if you look here, otherwise routine sequence, easy putt for par with this 2. This 2 in the superscript means that it's a second putt. So Granbury now on the second. Okay, it's going to be a 26 for him. Again, this is going to be on the course, golf cam course with a 2. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? No, it's not, because as we said, exemplary conditions. See, this would be a clutch putt for bogey if it were daunting. Instead, it's going to be another one of these gimme putts for par, which he does make. So 2 birdies and 2 pars to start the round for that group, and they're both at -12. We're going to go to the next group, Demmelmeyer and Hackle, back at the first. See if either of these guys can maybe do one better than Scott or Granbury. So Demmelmeyer at -12. And I want to go back to the first. So the golfer will have control 344. So is Demmelmeyer a yeoman or puny? No, he is not. So is he cold? No, he just started. So it's going to be his mood roll. He doesn't have any mood setting yet, but he may end up having one here. Par 5 and a 4. Is he sunny? He's not. So it's going to be a double difficult putt for birdie. Well, so this is one of these cases where, well, it's going to set his, he has a trade-off here. Either he tries the putt, which if he makes it, that's great. He'll actually get a blue chip if he makes it. If he misses it, because of the exemplary conditions, his difficult par becomes an easy par. But that would also, if he misses it, ends up setting him stormy for the rest of the round. Now, if he just lagged it and took his, what would be a gimme par, he wouldn't be set either way. He's going to try and go for it. Double difficult putt for birdie. We're going to play out the sequence like he would. He's a couple back, wants a good start. He needs a 1 and a dot on this double difficult putt for birdie. And he does not get it, so he's going to be stormy the rest of the round. But now that will leave him with an easy putt for par. Actually, I'm going to not use the silver one. And he does make that. But kind of a disappointing 5. That feels like a bogey on this par 5. So, let me see. Got some more comments real quick. Hi, Manny. Yeah, Mark, the snow is falling outside. And it's kind of a nice day to warm up with some links action. Franz Hockel, who is gold putter the whole round, he is going to get an easy birdie here. A gimme birdie on the 6th. He's going to take that. And he's going to drop a stroke there to, like everybody has, he's going to go to -12. And so we got a log jam there at 2 back, 7 golfers. So, okay, we're going to go back to Scott. And we'll go to the 3rd. So here we go. Let's, give me a second here. I want to do some... What did I do here? What is that? That's not going to help me. I'm trying to... let's do this. I was going to try and get this other screen. You guys are like, what's going on? All right. That's what I wanted to show. But I was hoping to get it on a different screen, but it's not so easy. So I've got these lower numbers. I have this feeling we're going to see some scoring. So let's take away the -8 score and let's see. I think boy, these guys just don't want to stay up here. Technology. Okay. So I'll go to the 3rd. Semi-cordial, semi-challenging green. So anybody who gets on that circle at 44. And what that means with the circle being at 44, if you want to look at these, what you can do is kind of look at these as a representation of the hole. It means it's somewhat of a dogleg right, if you will. The green is on the right on that 44. You can see there's some rough on the left. You also have a little bit of a safe spot there at 15 and 22. But not an easy green. So it's going to be Zephaniah Scott here with the honor here still. Starting with a 1 under first 2 holes. Still no blue chips for either of these golfers in this group. So a 1 means he will have control. As you can see at the top, they're only 3, 4, and 5. So that means 2, 4, 4 on a par 4. Is he king or dynamic? He is not. So is he utility? He's not utility either. So that's going to be on the green. He does not have a dot, so that should help him. It will help him avoid the challenging green. So we go to the par 4 chart on the Golf Cam green with a 2. Is it friendly? No. It's not a friendly green. It's not a challenging green. So it's going to be an easy putt, second putt, or really a gimme second putt for par as we've been playing it. So you get to roll 3, and as long as they're not all 6s, and they aren't here, he gets another par to remain at 12 under par. Gil Granbury. Now that I kind of got some of the nuts and bolts out of the way, I'm probably going to just go a little bit faster. So it's going to be course controlled 24. So as you can see, he's in the rough with his approach shot to this green. So Granbury with a little bit of trouble here. So a 3, is he a workman? No. Okay, so he's going to have a gimme putt for par, and you can't drop it any lower than gimme. So, and he does par. So there we have it. Everybody stays the same for after that hole. We will move back to the 2nd. You know what? I'm going to keep my cards off to the side, but I have these right on the screen, and I'm amazed at how well I can read these. I hope you guys can too. I'm I know you're not probably going to have as easy of a time. What I can do is zoom this out a little bit. And you know what? Maybe I can move all this over a little bit. Key learnings here, folks. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make this more aesthetically pleasing. We're almost getting there. How can I do this? I'm trying to get this where we can get everything in the shot that we can. Whether you guys can read the designations or not, I don't know. But, all right, we're pretty close there now. What I can do is move this and zoom it out just a tad. All right, well, it's about the best I can do. Okay, so we're going to have Demmelmeyer play the second. Again, this daunting, well, it's not semi-daunting this time, right? It's normal hole. So, but it will, the course control rating is 5, so everything but a 6 is going to be controlled by the course 35. As you can see, that is going to be the Golf Cam course with a 6. It's not daunting, so it's going to be a clutch putt for birdie, a chance for Demmelmeyer to move to minus 13. Hi, Nate. Looks good. Okay, I'm glad it looks good. So, now this is a first putt, so it's still going to be 1-3 for Demmelmeyer. He'll earn a blue chip if he makes, a red chip if he misses. 1-3, and he will move to minus 13, one behind the lead. And he makes it, so Demmelmeyer with the blue chip. And he moves up the leaderboard with a nice birdie on the second. So now Franz Hockel, he'd love to have a clutch birdie putt here too, as he is gold for the whole round. A 15, well, he's going to be in the brush off the tee, so that's not a great outcome there. And a 2, is he a master? He is not a master, so he's going to have an easy second putt for par. Bursts out of the shade onto the green. Misses the long birdie putt. Sets up an easy. It's going to actually be, because it's a second putt, it's going to be a gimme. Since we drop it by 2, and we can't drop it any further than gimme, so that will be a par for Hockel. He will remain at 12 under par. So as you can see here, oops. We'll do this. There. So back to the first. And at the par 5, it will be the first time we've seen Yunli Song. And as you can see, all of these holes I have to kind of rearrange now because I'm trying to. So, Yunli Song, a legend, semi-legend, semi-bomber, and a king off the tee. And then with the irons, a champion, hero, and laser. Also an icon, so a very good golfer here. He's got to be a favorite in this final round. And so on the par 5, he'll have control 4-4-5. He is not hot. He just started, and he's not cold. We had this one before. He's not gilded either, so it's going to be his experience icon. Now, this is going to be a prospect check because it's a 5, and odd numbers on the experience chart are prospect checks. So he is a 5. Is he a prospect? No. It's going to be a moderate putt for birdie. And we have to assume because this is a first putt, so we have to stick with the moderate. It's going to be a 1-2 for him. But it will be a gimme if he misses. So, and he does miss, but now a gimme for par as we drop the easy par by 2. And so, again, a disappointing. Feels like a bogey on this hole when you get a par. So, Gail Honorado, has no traits for woods. He does have he's pretty good with his irons, a semi-champion, a hero, and he's a master at recovering. So, and this guy over here is a 2. It will be a 1-2-6 for Honorado off this par 5 first. Dynamic, he is not, but it is a direct green. So, green and 2, moderate putt for eagle. Does not have any blue chips, so he has to just roll it out here. It will be an easy. It'll be a gimme birdie putt if he misses this. So, moderate putt for eagle, 1-2, and he misses it. So, but it will be a gimme birdie. Actually, we rolled 2, and none of them are 6s. So, but the gimme birdie is a 2 roller. So, but he makes it. So, that is Honorado. So he will move into a tie with Sommers and Demmelmeyer, 1 back. So that is that through 1. I'll give you a quick look at the leaderboard here. It's quite a crowded leaderboard. Hi, Al. So let's keep on moving along here. We'll go to hole number 4, par 3. Again, if you're just joining us, the conditions are great here at Sunset Canyon, and so daunting and semi-daunting holes each get easier by a half a rating. So this semi-daunting hole will be a regular hole. And as you can read here, it says that Ben Hogan called this the greatest par 3 hole in America. So there's a huge bunker in front, 60-yard worth. You got to watch out for that. As you can see, 26, 33, and 34 all are marked with sand. And that 33 is worth 2 rolls. If you know, the matching numbers are worth 2. And 55 also. So, and we got a course control rating of 4 here. 2 through 5. So it's going to be Zephaniah Scott still with the honor here at the 4th. Par 3. Only a 1 gets control, and he doesn't get that. So a 35. He is going to be on the course cam, and again, with it, since it's not semi-daunting, he automatically, it wouldn't have been daunting for him anyway because there's no dot, but he automatically doesn't have to worry about that. A 5, is it cordial? No. Daunting? No. Make this one and move on. An easy second putt, so that makes it a gimme second putt for par. Just have to remember that we are always moving the ease down because of these conditions, and he does make it. So that'll bring up Granbury next here on the par 3 4th. Not too many blue chips yet. And that is a 16. I don't know if you can see the dot right there for the 16, the black and white die there. So 16, again, on the course side of things, and then a 6, par 3. Daunting hole, no. Hacker golfer, no. So he's going to have a clutch putt for birdie. Granbury is neutral putter when it comes to clutch, 1-3. He'll get a blue chip if he makes. If he misses, he gets a red. And he just misses it. Just skims the edge. Now it's going to be a gimme par putt, which he does make. And he will get his red chip there. Okay, so we will head back to the 3rd. And Demmelmeyer birdied the last hole. He's going to hold on to his blue chip for now. And so it's going to be the course controlling it with a 13, and he is going to be in the rough with his tee shot. So can he recover and make a play for birdie here? Is he a master? He is not. So it's going to be a difficult putt for par. So the difficult putt for par, if he misses it, that becomes a gimme bogey putt. So he's going to try and roll it out 1-3. And he makes it. So in different conditions, you may have used that blue chip to try and hold on to that one back. So Hockle now, minus 12, and he's going to take, he will take a par here at the third with the 6 and take a blue chip in the process. So, okay. Sorry, I just gotta. I need to do this in a certain way so that I don't mess up where the cards are. So, Yunli Song at the second, and a 6 for him as well. He's gonna take another. He's gonna take a blue chip and accept his par on a relatively hard hole. And now Gail Honorado. 15 is in the woods. Is he workman? No. It's going to be a wow. He's going to earn a blue chip. So this right here is the wow, if you can see it. I'm going to roll the white die, and we'll see what kind of birdie make that easy putt. And if he can do it, he will move into a tie for the lead with the 4 that are already there. 1-4. And he makes it. In the hole. That's a 3 for Honorado. He birdies the first 2 on his round here today. And you can put him in here with the others. And it's going to be tough to accommodate all this. Number 1 and the 4th group. And that will be Heath Sommers to be the first to go here at the par 5 first hole. Okay, 1-4-5 will be his start roll. Not a duffer, not a hacker. Firm green, we have not set it to firm, so it'll be on the green. It's a friendly green too, so this could be good. 4 on a par 5. Is it a friendly green? Green regulation, great approach, clutch putt for birdie. And he is gold, 1-5. He'll earn a blue chip if he can make it. And he does. So a quick birdie for him. He will go to, let's see, where is he? He's going to go into that share for the lead. 6 golfers now at minus 14. As you can see, we may have some low scores here. Ian Robards will be next to play. And so a 1 hole here. On the 1-2, it'll be a gimme birdie putt if he misses. 1-2, and he will jump into a tie for the lead as well if he can get it. 1 or 2. It's a 2. It is in. That is a 3 here on the opening hole. That is an eagle. And Ian Robards right off the bat with a drains a nice putt. And let's see, he's going to jump from minus 12 all the way to minus 14. So leaders haven't even started yet, and they're getting challenged from the back. So, okay, and he doesn't earn a blue chip out of that, but he is in the lead. So, sorry you come and go. It's okay, Manny. Just stick around. So, stick around if you can, and if not, we understand. So right here you go with what amounts to the leaderboard at the moment. So go to the 5th, par 4. You can take a second there to look at the card on your screen. Just a neutral hole on all counts. Semi-blind tee shot, a mound that cuts the fairway, and just short of the green. So not a lengthy hole. This should be something that maybe might be kind of middle of the road hole. Should see some birdies, may see a bogey or two, but we're not going to see that many bogeys with the second shots being, or the second putts being downgraded or you know, upgraded a lot to like very easy putts. So 155 on this par 4. He's semi bomber, but does not have the dot with him here, so it's actually a good thing. If he had been a bomber, he would have had a gallery groans. Is he a champion? Well, he's semi-champion, but he won't get it here either, so it's going to be the right now chart. And right now he is just neutral, not hot, not cold. He had a nice start, but hasn't really picked it up from there. So on the par 4 or 5, is he cold? No. A moderate putt for birdie. That's a 1-2. He doesn't have any blue chips to spend. So let's see if he can do it. 1-2. And it's a 1. He birdies. So he will drop to -13. And the leaderboard keeps getting more and more packed. Packed in there, man. It's a real... and I'm going to take -9 off of here now, because I think it's safe to say there aren't going to be that many... I'm going to start moving these guys down a bit. Take just a short break here to kind of reset the leaderboard, because this is, to me, like I haven't had rounds that have turned into real like shootouts, but this is shaping up to be that way. So we'll see, but okay, so I think it's only a matter of time before someone hits -15, and I keep bumping stuff. All right, so and he could take a par. He will. That will erase the red chip, since he has a 6, so he will remain at -12. Hasn't really gotten his round under much of a start yet. We will go back to 4. The par 3. And it will be Bob Demmelmeyer. And so that'll be a 12. He's in the rough on the par 3 off the tee. And a 3. Is he a workman? No. So he's going to have a gimme putt for par. So as long as it's not 3 6s, and it's not, he will get his par. And now Franz Hockel with a blue chip. And everything kind of went everywhere here. And it's going to get a 6. So he could earn another blue chip just by taking a par, and he will. Oh, that's the reds. I don't need the reds. He's going to take a par. I mean, it's... There's a point where some of the guys that are a couple strokes back are going to have to start taking some chances, because you basically get a free roll at all of the birdie putts. So... where it is somewhat advisable to get the blue chip. On the other hand, you're not really going to use a blue chip to help make a second putt for par better. You kind of get that automatically. Honors here. Tied for the lead, and he is going to take a par. You know what? He's going to go for it. He's going to take a chance here with his. We re-roll the white die on attack the green. If you want to see what that chart looks like, it's right there. As a master, he would love to get a 4 roll right here. It's a 5, so that's going to be a moderate putt for par. But it's a second putt, so a moderate second putt becomes a gimme second putt for him. for par because of the exemplary conditions, and so he will get a 4 after all. And now Yunli Song, pars to start the first 2 holes. And as you can see back there, a 3 and triple 5. So we're going to have a special result. Wait, will we? No, we won't. If it were a 2 or a 1, we would. But instead, it's going to be 55. He's in the rough. So special result roll goes by the wayside there. Par 4, rough off the tee, and a 5. Is he a master? No, he is not. So, tough shot from the rough to the fairway, wedged onto the green with distance to flag, difficult putt for par. So, he chips on, so this will be his first putt, so it is a difficult putt for par. He's going to hold on to his blue chip, 1 to 3, and he gets a 1, so he will make that putt for par and remain at -12. So Ian Robards, who eagled the first, he will be he'll have the honor on number 2. Because it's exemplary, the semi-daunting hole is going to be normal. He's got a 4 on a par 4. Is it a cordial? No. Daunting? No. Gimme second putt for par. So this is the type of round where you just have to keep remembering these rules. So he does have a gimme, and he will make it. Just have to remember these rules, like the extra, like I said, removing the daunting and downgrading the second putts. It takes a little bit of extra effort to do that, but if you just keep your mind in the game, it really helps. Again, another 1 roll goes by the wayside. He'll be in the rough with his approach shot, so you're going to have to try and get up and down out of the thick stuff. With a 5, is he a master? He is not. So his third shot slowed down by loose debris. Ball trickles the edge of the green. A difficult putt for par for him. Sommers in the tie for the lead. He's going to hold on to his blue chip and hope that he makes it. 1 to 3 on the difficult par putt, and he misses. And it's a good thing he didn't spend that blue chip because he would have lost it for naught. So it becomes a gimme bogey putt, and he will make that, but that will be a disappointing 5 on the second, and that will drop him back out of the lead. Okay, so we're going to be to Vernon and Copeland, the second to last group, and they're going to start off the day at the first. And Vernon is antsy to get rid of red chips. He is going to give the course control right off the bat and hope he can get one of the ones right down the middle. 26 will be course cam, which is good for him. Golf cam course. The last thing you want to do is end up with a roll that puts you in the rough. So par 5, this is double cordial, yes. Precise shot, heart of the fairway, 2 solid irons, clutch putt for birdie for Vernon. And he's 1 to 3, so it could be better. Well, let's see. 1 to 3. If he makes it, he will clear out that. Oh wait, he can't earn a chip out of this. 1 to 3. It's a 5, so he does miss. But now instead of an easy par putt, he has a gimme par putt, which he will make. So trying to shed himself of the red chips, can't quite get it done there. Now Greer Copeland the third. All right, so a 3, 4, 6 for him. Is he a bomber? No. Not utility either. And it is not a firm green, so it'll be on the green. It's a friendly green as well, so that could be helpful. 4 on the par 5. Friendly green, yes. Clutch putt for birdie. Well, this will either earn him a blue chip or a red chip on the 1 to 3. And he gets a 2, he makes it. So, drains that one. And he is going to move into sole possession of lead at -15, so a great start for him. And so, we are through the 5th hole. I will go ahead and give you a look at what I can do is move Granbury underneath here.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this play. I was about to go here, but I joked this guy by doing that.
Wow.
And this is when it was 0, and it was still paused, and then I got his touchdown near the end of the 2nd quarter.
Great.
And I'm not kidding.
Good.
See right here.
Nice. That's great. Okay, so short break here while I take a drink and. All right. So we're to the lead group starting. We'll maybe try to get 2 more holes in for each group. We'll see. So, but we're going to go to the 6th first. And let's see, I'm going to try and reset. I have to try and keep resetting these cards when I can remember to. Okay, so the first we've seen the 6 here. This is a par 3. It's almost 200 yards. Signature hole that features I actually remember there's a bunker in the middle of the green. So, as you can see, the bunkers are really close to the green, but you also have this thing where you get the flag where if you find the wrong side of the green from where the pin is, you've got to go to the short game in order to figure that out.
I always hit him a lot.
Yeah, good.
I missed, but when I do like doing power options, and I knew I wanted to stop the clock, but who cares? I just want to score. I got a good shot.
Good. Okay, so par 3, it's going to be Scott, who birdied the 5th, will be the first to go. Still no blue chips for him. So he is, tell you what, he is what? 2 back. Well, it's still early. He's going to take a blue chip. He's going to weigh his options, and he's going to take the par and not press his luck here a bit. Granbury, who is a little further back, if he were to get a 6 here, I might think about actually trying to attack the green with him. But he gets a 5, so that will be course-controlled 45. He's in the rough. So he's going to have a little work to do to get his par. And a 3, is he a workman? No, he is not. So he's going to have a gimme putt for par. Almost don't even need to roll it, but we will, because stranger things have happened. All right, so 2 pars at the 6th. So now it will be Demmelmeyer and Ockel at the 5th. So here we go with, and I wanted to adjust my screen here a bit. I'm probably gonna adjust the screens once I take a little break here from the action. And so Demmelmeyer he just has 1 blue chip here at the par 4 5th. Again, kind of a middle of the road hole. It's going to be controlled by the course. That's going to be golf cam course, right? What am I saying? I always get messed up with that. Par 4, cordial, no. Daunting, no. So it's going to be a gimme putt for par. Oh! And he lips it out, and that is a shame. Easy putt for par. A gimme putt for par, but Demmelmeyer gets the unluckiest of breaks, and now he's going to have a gimme bogey putt, and to have it come up 2 in a row would be very bad. But that is why you roll it out. 3 6s. That's when you need to go to church, you know. So Hockel, and there's 3 more 6s. So actually, so the way we play this, So that's a white 6, which means he's got a chance at an easy par. But the added drama, I like to play with this. When a white die 6 is rolled, check the other 3 dice. If 2 of the 3 also read 6, then you have to you must attempt a clutch putt for par. So Hockle is a gold, so that will help. But he could get a 3rd blue chip here if he can make the 1 to 5, which he does. So that is a par. And a 3rd blue chip. So we will go back to 4. And so it's going to be Gail Honorado, who had a hot start with 2 birdies. Parred the 3rd, and here at the par 3 4th. 34 will get him into the bunker from the tee. So he's going to have to try to get up and down. Chunky, he is not chunky, so that will be a gimme par putt. Well, let's see if he can steady himself here. And he does. But Demmelmeyer with the Scott Hoke moment there. Not the same pressure, but so Yun Lee Song, and so that'll be 23. He will be in the rough behind the green. And a 1. Is he workman? No, it's going to be a pin shot. So we will re-roll. I wish I may eventually take caps of these and be able to try and draw, bring them up for you guys. But we will roll off of that chart. Need to re-roll the white die for the pin. It's a 2, so that'll be an easy par putt. So, easy par putt. Since it is his first putt, it still has to be easy. And it's a 26, so he does make it. Okay, back to number 3. And it will be, let's see, Ian Robards. Eagled the first, and it'll be 15. Well, it'll be Cam, and it's a semi-cordial hole, and it has, it's got the dot, so this could be very good with the Golf Cam course. A 6 on the par 4. Is it a daunting hole? No. Well, he's gonna have a clutch putt for birdie either way. So 1 to 3, he'll earn a blue chip, and get a birdie. 4 through 6, red chip. And a gimme putt for par. And he makes it. So Robards will grab a share of the lead with Copeland. Of course, Copeland still has to play.
That's weird. Daddy, guess what? Bill scored again.
Really? Well, that is weird.
Each time I get the ball back, I score.
Well, good. All right, so that's a birdie for Robards. 3 under par through 3 for Robards. Here is Heath Sommers, who is at even par after bogey in the second. And Sommers, he will be willing to build up his blue chips here, so he will take the par. Okay, so Greer Copeland III at the second hole. I think we may stop after this round of golfers and take a little break. So at the par 4 second, normal hole, no daunting in play because of the exemplary conditions. So here we go with Copeland. It's a 3, which means it will be a 35 for the course, and that will be Golf Cam course. 6, not a daunting hole, so it'll be a clutch putt for birdie for Copeland. 1 to 3, he'll earn a blue chip if he can get it. The white die has been rolling low here, but eventually that luck's going to run out. And he does here. He'll get a red chip. He will have a gimme putt for par, which he makes. So Duke Vernon still riding that red chip. He's going to hold on to it and see what comes out of this hole. And so 56.
Another score.
Good.
That's so weird.
So that's, again, Golf Cam course. As we get a 56, as you can see here, in the par 4 with a 5. Is it daunting? No.
Whoa, you avoid that tackle too.
Is he scatter? No, he is not scatter. So it's going to be a clutch putt for birdie for Duke Vernon. 1 to 3. If he can make it, he'll eat up that other red chip. And he misses it. He will get a second one. Maybe he should have spent it to make it a 1. All right, well, that's going to mean a gimme par putt, and he will make that. So, I mean, those are the kinds of strategy choices you have to consider. So back to the first, and our final group, the lead pairing, Stuart Ash. He can't get a blue chip, so actually attacking on 6s, it may be the best thing for him all day, or it's the only thing he can do really. Simanowitz is gold putter, clutch putter. So here we go with Stuart Ash, your final group. One behind the lead starting off here, and he will have control with 1, 4, 5. Not a duffer, not a hacker, not a firm green, so it'll be on the green. And he's got a 5 to go from, so let's see, par 5, 5. Friendly green, yes. Clutch putt for birdie. Well, that would have been better for Simanowitz. He's gold. Stuart Ash, I guess he can get red chips, but he can't get any blue chips. 1 to 3. Take a birdie and get back into the lead. And he does. He can't earn a blue chip out of it, but he does move up to minus 15. As he does get the 4 on the first. Now Dave Simanowitz. And it's going to be course control 44. It's in the sand with his second shot. Bad break for him. And a 4. Is he chunky? He's semi-chunky, and guess what? I don't know if you can see that, but the dot is showing. So that means he is chunky. With the, what is it, the 4? Yeah, flubbed wedge, uh-oh. So we got to go off the uh-oh chart, which is, where is the uh-oh chart? It's right here. Actually, I didn't show you, I don't think, but, so this is the uh-oh chart down here. And he gets a red chip. And we got to re-roll the white die. So let's see. Not a good start for Simanowitz. See if he can battle back for a par. So a 3, serviceable recovery shot, difficult putt for par. So that's a 1 to 3. 1 to 3 chance that he can remain one back of the leaders. And he makes it, so could have been worse, but again, bogey, or a par on the first, with that being an easy par 5, is almost like a bogey, so in a way. So let's see, I think I might have forgotten to do this. So let's give you a quick shot here of the leaderboard. So actually, it's a pretty symmetrical leaderboard at the moment. You've got Greer Copeland III, Ian Robards, and Stuart Ash. Robards starting off -3 right off the bat, so a good start for him. You've got Honorado, Vernon, and Simanowicz at -14, and then you've got Demelmeyer, Scott Summers, -13, and then Yunli Song, Franz Hockel, and Gil Granbury at -12. So, I'm going to take a break here. I may come back this afternoon and play the second third of this video. Try to do this in thirds, so... oof, boy, it's really close, but it's kind of the way it goes. So, yeah, that's because of where it's situated. I'm just going to say adios. We'll be back in a little while for part 2. Let me just check the comments before I go off. Uh-oh, yeah, that never sounds good. Yeah, so we got some scoring here so far in this tournament, and I would expect some more. I think you know, if someone can get to -20. Actually, I think if someone puts up a score -21, like if Robards can get up there, that could be a big deal. So he's going to finish a little bit ahead of the other two groups. So, but you also have, I mean, Honorado is right there. So if somebody gets hot, we'll see. But all right, we'll be back in a little while. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you back here later for part 2 of the final round of the 2018 Tinseltown Open. Till next time, thanks and enjoy your tabletop sports, everybody.